Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Saturday morning. It's a coffee kind of morning. Want to continue my A Look At series, this time featuring the great band, the Supergroup Cream, and amazing stuff. Also, want to show you some great album finds mixed in with this video as well. Before I get into everything, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. And it's all because of you liking, subscribing, commenting, encouraging me to continue on this journey that I'm on. So thank you. So first off, I'll show you some finds. Ontario's still in a lockdown, so we're not able to get out and dig. You know, that flipping through. I have to describe it to you. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's the feel, it's the smell, it's the find, it's the... I miss that so much. I miss that. So it's relying on Amazon. It's relying on curbside in some stores to do so. But fortunately, there's a gentleman here in Belleville, Ontario, that is a record buyer and seller. He does trade shows all over Ontario, and he sells his collection. Every week he sends you an Excel spreadsheet chocked full, full of used vinyl, sealed new vinyl, CDs, 7-inch, 12-inch singles, and posters. And you pick and choose from that list. You send him an email back saying, I want this and this and this. Tallies up the price. In my case, fortunately, in some cases, he gives me a bit of a discount because I've been a regular customer for like 4 years or so. I know, not a huge discount, but $5 here, $5 there. It all adds up. You go over to his house. It's either by e-transfer that you pay for it or leave cash at the door. He's got an envelope on his door. He's standing in the doorway as he's doing this. His van is backed up to the front door. You hear this click. You open up the hatch of the van, and there's your albums or whatever you're purchasing. And it's a wave goodbye and thanks very much. It's all safe, and I'm so happy to have him here available. And he updates that list on a regular basis. He's not showing everything he has. He's got a huge collection. He buys estate sales. He does everything. So he's an amazing guy. Really super guy. He's been doing this for years. I don't know how long. He's an older gentleman, probably in his late 70s or so. But what a collection he has. And most of it's mint. He'll tell you if it's VG, G, or whatever. He'll tell you all the bits and pieces of each album. Must have taken him, I don't know how long to put this Excel spreadsheet together. It's a journey for sure. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's show some albums. So, a lot of talk about this album on the BC. I've heard a lot. I've heard Aaron Mutha Alamar talk about this one a lot, and other people. Great band. This album's in fantastic shape. This is the Greg Kihn Band. This is Contagious. Remarkable album, and it's in beautiful shape. You'd think it's brand new, but it's actually, if I recall, this one was sealed, but the sealed plastic was torn, so I replaced it with the. Yeah, that's right. This one was sealed, so it sounds amazing. This is on the Berserkly label. Never heard of the Berserkly label, but great label. But what an album. I've heard about them, but I didn't really know too much about them. But man, great rock and power pop band out of San Francisco. Formed around 1976. Started by Greg Kihn, amazing frontman, and bassist Steve Wright. Contagious is 1984 release, 9th album by the Greg Kihn Band. Starts off with a great track called Reunited. It's got some awesome riffs to that one. There's a pop great In Rock, cool track. Makeup is a bit of a Hall & Oates feel to it. Another great track. Anthem-style song in confrontational music. There's a bit of a Bob Marley feel to that one as well. It's really cool. Another great power pop track, One Thing About Love. Trouble with the Girl, another good track. And then you got Hard Times. And then there's a fun track, To End It All, and Work, Work, Work. It's a great, fun album, and it's so good. It's contagious. In this case, it's contagious. It really is a contagious album. It's amazing stuff. It's amazing stuff. This next one. So this next band released this. This is one of my originals. They released this album, Humble Pie, On to Victory, and it was remarkable. It was so good. I love this album. So yesterday, I was able to find Go for the Throat, a continuation of On to Victory. Slight ring wear in there, but nothing major. And the album, it's on the Atco label. Remarkable stuff. It's on the it's a Canadian pressing as well. Really, really good album. So, 10th album by the band, released in '81. Of course, you got the great Steve Marriott, amazing frontman, amazing guitarist, amazing vocalist. Drummer Jerry Shirley, bassist Anthony Sudi Jones, and guitarist Bobby Trench, who was with the Jeff Beck Group. They also brought in some R&B vocalists in Marge Raymond, Dana Krall, and Robin Beck to add to that amazing sound. I'm not sure if it's the same bunch of women that sang the song Black Coffee, but if it is, it's remarkable. Again, I've got to research more on that one. Also on this one, they do an updated version of Tin Soldier from the Small Faces. Awesome album, awesome song, awesome group. The album hit number 58 in the charts. They wanted to tour on this one, but unfortunately, Steve Marriott damaged his hand, and he also ended up with a major ulcer. And that just pretty much ended the band. It put him out of commission. They couldn't tour, and the record didn't go very far because of that fact. But it's such a sad thing to happen to such an amazing band. And they were on a roll, especially when On to Victory was such a great album. They just want to continue that roll, and it's too bad. Marriott was such a good front man. As I said, awesome guitar player, immense vocalist, just huge. The song All Shook Up has some great Zeppelin sounds to it. Also some great boogie piano in it, amazing guitars, some great lead work. Teenage Anxiety, another great track, kind of a Bad Company feel to that one. They do an awesome cover, as I said, of Small Faces' Tin Soldier. Keep It on the Island, another great track with some awesome guitar work in it. Driver, almost a southern rock type of sound to it. Restless Blood is another rockin' tune. Chip Away, heavy track with a bit of a mountain feel to it. Such a great album, it really is. It's unfortunate that it didn't go as they planned, and you wonder if the tragedy didn't happen to Steve Marriott, where this band could have gone. Would they have continued on like all these other great bands for 40, 50 years? Who knows? But they were on a roll, and amazing stuff. This next band I heard of, knew nothing of. I really didn't. You hear them, you don't know their music at all, but I decided to take a plunge. Crocus. This is the album Headhunter, another fantastic looking album, in beautiful shape. There's the track list there. What a great band. Man, I'm so happy that I found this one. Band formed out of Switzerland in 1975. Started as a progressive rock band. Went through a bunch of lineup changes. And then they saw AC/DC in concert and they were blown away. And they immediately changed their style to more hard rock and heavy metal. And I think it was a good move for them. They changed their lead vocalist to Mark Staras, I think that's how you pronounce it, to add that hard rock vocal style that they needed, because their previous singer couldn't reach those notes. He didn't have the oomph to do it. And then they released a debut album called Metal Rendezvous in 1980, and then became an international success. And from then on, they just blew everyone away. So 1983's Headhunter is the band's 7th album, platinum selling as well, hit number 25 on the charts, and their most commercially successful album to date. From the power ballad "Screamin' in the Night," which became an MTV Much Music hit. Rob Halford from Judas Priest was the backing vocalist on the song "Ready to Burn." They also do a great cover of Bachman Turner Overdrive's "Stay Awake All Night," one of Bachman Turner Overdrive's heaviest songs. They do a great version of that one. And it's really good. They do such a great job. They got really good tracks like "Eat the Rich" and "Russian Winter." Vocalist Mark Starish has a kind of a Bon Scott vocal style, and I'm not comparing to AC/DC, but just that style. He's got that swagger in his voice as well. And they've got a great feel to this band. It's I've only had one spin to it, but man, I love it. I love it. It's a great album. So happy to find it. And one way to discover a band is through their live stuff. So I found this one. I love this cover. This cover's gorgeous. This is Alive and Screamin'. Unfortunately, one thing I don't like about it is not a double album. But yeah. This was based off their US and Canada tour. First live album as well, recorded in 1986. Contains their biggest hits, of course. You've got Headhunter, Stayed Awake All Night, the BTO great hit, Midnight Maniac, Eat the Rich, Long Stick goes, what's it called? Long Stick? I can't remember what it's called. Long Stick goes something. Can't read my writing. Long Stick Goes Boom. There they are there. Long Stick Goes Boom, Eat the Rich, Screaming in the Night, Hot Shot City, Midnight Maniac, Bedside Radio, Lay Me Down, Stayed Awake All Night, and Headhunter, the title track from the album I just showed you. Great fun band. I'm so happy to find these. And mint condition as well. Just good stuff. And this cover is so good. It's a cool cover. So there's a look at some great album finds. And now on to a look at Cream. British supergroup, basically. Way back in 1966, these guys were put together. And again, it was that story of three amazing artists getting together and creating magic. You got bassist and vocalist Jack Bruce, guitarist and vocalist Eric Clapton, and the remarkable drummer and vocalist Ginger Baker. Three of the best. Jack Bruce, mainly the primary vocalist, but Clapton and Baker contributed both in writing and singing as well. They were considered the supergroup because of their amazing talent together. Unfortunately, the band was short-lived. Lots of tension between Ginger Baker and Jack Bruce, way from even before Cream started. They did make amends, and they did come together to put one final album and concert together in Goodbye in 1968 at the Royal Albert Hall in November of 1968. But their music, combination of blues rock, psychedelic rock, and hard rock, in their short time together, they sold 11 million albums worldwide. Just remarkable for a short, like basically 2 years they were together, and some. In 1993, they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Listed as number 67 as 100 best artists of all time by Rolling Stones magazine. So the beginnings, Eric Clapton was part of great bands like the Yardbirds, which is amazing stuff, and John Mayall's Bluesbreaker. He was fantastic in there as well. I love their debut album, Fresh Cream. Such a great album. This is on the RSO label. Fresh Cream, released in 1966, hit number 6 in the UK charts and number 39 in the US. Half originals, half blues covers. Great covers like For Until Later, Rollin' and Tumblin', A Great Spoonful, one of my favorites, I'm So Glad, Cat Squirrel. And the originals were written by Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker. The awesome I Feel Free. Toad, another great drum solo on this one. I like the originals. They've got that English style to them, which I just absolutely love. Love that album. Love that album. Their second album, Disraeli Gears, one of my favorites, one of everyone's favorites. Released in '67. Hit number 5 in both the US and UK. You've got a more psychedelic album in this one. Also some great blues and American blues, British blues and American blues tracks on this one as well. Also the big hit Sunshine of Your Love is on this one as well. Tales of Brave Ulysses, another favorite. It's considered by critics one of the best albums of all time. In a very short time, the band hit their peak. I mean, within a year or so, or two years, the band was peaking. You've got Strange Brew and Schwabler. I've never understood how to pronounce that name. World of Pain, Dance the Night Away. You've got Blue Condition, Tales of Brave Ulysses, We're Going Wrong, Outside Women Blues, Take It Back, Mother's Lament. Just remarkable stuff. The writing skills, the quality of musicianship, the power of their performance, making this one an amazing album. Just remarkable. Unfortunately, I'm missing Wheels of Fire and Goodbye. They're on my radar. They're on my list, and my list is ever growing, as you know. But I do have the compilation Heavy Cream. This has everything and anything you need to know about Cream on it. It's a 4-sided album, released in 1972, including songs from '66 to '69. was also released at the same time. Solo albums were released by Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker, and Jack Bruce, all named At His Best. That was kind of cool. 22 tracks on here. Everything you need to know about Cream is on it. Yeah, just remarkable stuff. You got you've got Strange Brew from Disraeli's Gear. Disraeli Gears, sorry. You've got White Room from Wheels of Fire, Badge from Goodbye, Spoonful from Fresh Cream, Rollin' and Tumblin' from Fresh Cream, I'll Feel Free from Fresh Cream, Born Under a Bad Sign, Passing the Time, As You Said, Deserted Cities of the Heart, all from Wheels of Fire, Cat Squirrel from Fresh Cream, Wrapping Paper, and Crossroads from Wheels of Fire, Sitting on the Top of the World from Wheels of Fire, Schwabler from Disraeli Gears, What a Bring Down from Goodbye, Tales of Brave Ulysses from Disraeli Gears, Take It Back from the same album, Politician from Wheels of Fire, I'm So Glad from Fresh Cream, Sunshine of Your Love from Disraeli Gears, and Those Were the Days from Wheels of Fire, and That Scrapyard Thing from Goodbye. Amazing band, amazing album, amazing career. Short-lived, unfortunately, but they left a legacy that lives on. So that's a look at Cream. So there's some great album finds, a great band in Cream, and love you guys, love you all, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care.